Let's get into this interview. Miss Ilora Skye, where you from? What side of Canton you represent?
Well, I was born in Cuyahoga Falls, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was pretty much raised in like northwest side.
Okay.
Yeah, but I traveled around a lot. So my dad's a musician, so
Nice.
I was homeschooled. I didn't even like. People always ask me like, "Where'd you go to school at?" I'm like, I didn't. I was homeschooled, so because we traveled around a lot with the music and everything. So
Your dad was a musician? What did he play?
he's been in a bunch of bands. He's a singer songwriter just like me. He plays guitar and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up with the homeschooling and your father being a musician? Was it a musical house? Like, were you always surrounded by music?
Yeah. So my mom she's a very poetic woman, but she's not a very musical woman. So it was pretty much just my dad and I were like the musical ones in the house and everything. But it was nice. I was definitely always surrounded by music, and so I have a very eclectic music taste. So, but yeah, it was nice being able to travel around, and I saw a lot of things that I feel like most people older than me haven't even seen yet in their life. So I've just had a lot of experience.
Who are some of your earliest musical influences?
I definitely have to say Janis Joplin.
Stuff.
That was the first song I ever performed live was Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin. I still have people to this day that call me Bobby.
Nice.
But yeah, so Amy Winehouse, David Bowie. I love.
Yeah, that's
Elton
Tim's.
John.
That's Tim's guy right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so all of the classics, Prince, Michael Jackson.
So how did being a pageant queen, actress, and model shape your presence as a performer currently?
I think just in a lot of ways, like I just know now kind of how to present myself. Mm-hmm. And like even with the modeling, like the acting, or the pageantry was very helpful, especially in the marketing for this album, because I knew what to do. Like I know how to pose. I know how to get the right angles for shots and stuff. So I kind of didn't have to be like coached up on that. I kind of already flowed with it naturally and everything. And then like the acting helped with like being able to talk for like promotional videos and stuff. So
you kind of like were preparing yourself to be an artist in a way without even knowing it.
Always.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how does being a multi-instrumentalist affect your approach with writing songs?
It's definitely helpful because I play about several different instruments. And so like sometimes if there's something that I can't play on the guitar, like I can go to my piano and I can figure it out.
Right.
And stuff. And I was never like classically trained. Like I never had like very much training on any instrument. I just kind of figured it out. It just came naturally.
So you just like play by ear.
Yeah. So, but it definitely helps being able to, and like Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails, he pretty much, he played several different instruments, and he could just go to the studio and be like, all right, I want you to play this like this, and then I want you to play this like this. So it's helpful being able to have all of that and having that ear for that. So when you go to the studio and you're working with studio musicians, being able to tell them, this is how I want this done.
Do you start with lyrics, melody, or like a chord progression?
All different. I think normally I typically start with lyrics and like a melody, and then I write around that.
Zach, you got a question you want to ask?
Well, so I did listen to your little EP release, your 3 songs, which I really enjoyed them.
Thank you.
And but I can't really like figure out what genre it is. How would you best describe your music? Like what kind of genre would you put it into, I guess?
Yeah, so I always tell people I'm a genre blending artist. So I do a little bit of everything. I'd say the one that I identify the most with is like R&B, soul, funk, blues.
I could definitely hear the Janis Joplin, not just aesthetically, but just musically. You can hear it, like you can hear the influence in there.
So definitely that, but I would say again, actually, is the beat behind that. It's actually a reggae song.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds kind of like circusy, but like it was like a reggae beat that we just kind of altered to make it a little bit more poppy. But yeah.
I like that.